So it's crazy how much data is out there. And once you know where to look, you're going to be blown away how much data is really out there, how much data on you is really out there. Okay. So, I mean, it's really not that difficult to find info on somebody. Yes, Rebecca says, love Forewarn. I am with you. Forewarn is amazing. I actually lost my Forewarn password, so I'm trying to get in because it's just that. It is time for our Monday momentum building, in which I want to share with you 6 resources to get complete emails and phone numbers for your leads. Because let's be honest, sometimes we get leads and they're just not complete, right? So if they're not complete, it's kind of hard for us to get in touch with them. So we're going to talk about how do you get contact info for people. Who in here struggles with that? Who in here is saying, like, I found them, I got a name, but that's about it. Let me know in the comments. And as always, comment resource below for your free cheat sheet, and we'll make sure we'll get that one sent out to you right after the live. I got it in front of me, so if you haven't seen those cheat sheets, we figured we're going to make it really, really easy for you guys to stay up to date and, hop on and get all of that stuff done. So say good morning. It's so nice to see you. Yes. Awesome. So first up, let's talk a little bit about why do we even care about the contact information? And there's so many reasons that we really should try and get the most up-to-date contact info, right? Actually, while I see Rebecca on here, I'm going to talk a little bit about the bonus on here for clients, because I was just on a call that she had with her team lead. And one of the things she said, it's like, how do I ask my clients for their address without sounding weird, right? And I loved that conversation because it was just really helpful to see all of their brains coming together in problem solving and figuring out how can I do it. So we'll share that one as a bonus strategy. And all right, well, let's dive in. 6 resources to get emails and phone numbers for your leads. So when you have a lead come in, now, sometimes you get lucky and you get one thing or the other, right? You maybe get an email. Sometimes you get an email and a phone number. Woohoo. Sometimes you get only a phone number and a name, like so many different variations. And as you guys know, having a complete database is one of these things that all of us are thriving for. Why? Because it gives us multiple ways to reach out in multiple different ways. For example, your name. If I have your name, chances are I can go ahead and I can find you on social because you will use your first and last name on social media. Typically, most of us do that. Now, when we have a phone number, obviously we can reach out to them by phone call, we can reach out to them by text, right? Now, in addition to social media, there's another 2 contact ways for us to utilize. Then we have email. Well, now that we have email, we can email them. We can also use their email to tell our social media pages, I want you to find somebody that has this email when they signed up with an account for you. So email is an awesome, awesome way. So if you are seeing like you want as much contact info, because the more contact you have, the easier it will be for you to get in touch with that person in their preferred media. I hope this makes sense. If you are saying this makes total sense, please let me know in the comments or drop me some hearts. I just want to make sure that this is really, really landing where I hope it lands. So awesome. So then we have more contact information, obviously, the better. That's just really what I want you to take away from that. And we're not going to talk about birthdays or anything like that right now, but there's obviously a really, really good reason to have birthdays too. And different topic, different life. We'll probably talk about it. But let's talk about the free resources first. Okay, I listed 3 resources that are absolutely free. You guys know I'm like, if you can get something without paying money, I'm a big, big fan of that kind of scenario because let's be honest, there are so many people in the real estate industry after real estate agents' money because they think we make millions, and that's just not the case. So let's be smart with our resources and let's go through the free resources first, okay? Number 1, HomeSnap. Yes. So if you are a HomeSnap subscriber, I'm going to open up mine for a second. Let me open my phone. I just changed my password. You know how you like type in the old password so many times? And yes. All right. HomeSnap. So if you are a HomeSnap person, HomeSnap is a great way for you to look at HomeSnap first. It's free for the basic version, and then there is a paid feature, but let's see if I can pull one up, a random one somewhere. And then you have, let's see, not this one, no one is listed. I don't think it works on listed ones. So it will, like if a property is listed, it will not give you the info you're looking for. But if a property is not listed, and I'm just trying to find a random one. Okay, so here's a random one somewhere where I'm sitting right now. Okay, if I have this one up, there is, if I scroll down, they call it current ownership. And actually, you know what? I'm seeing it's a pro feature. All right. So here's the first thing. Check with your association and your board if you have access to the pro version. See right here in the corner, it says pro. Okay. Our board supplies it, hence it ended up under the free resources. But you have the current ownership, you have the name displayed, and then it also displays sometimes the email, what email and the phone number. And obviously you already have the mailing address from it, okay? So if you have somebody walk through your open house, and I drill my team on that. I'm like, if you have somebody come into your open house and they say, oh yeah, no, I live in the neighborhood. Oh, this is so nice. I'm sorry, what was your name again? And you are gonna start connecting the dots, okay? This is really what your job is. You're like Columbus, you know, like the detective guy from way back when. So if you are having somebody come in, they're like, oh no, I live in the neighborhood, and like, oh, that's awesome. What street are you on? That's a really harmless question, and you will get an answer. What street are you on? Oh, I'm over on Main Street. That's great. And I'm sorry, your name again? Okay, cool. Now I have 2 points of, data that I can figure out. Okay, they're on this street and their name is this. Great. I can also go and see if they signed in on my sign-in sheet, if they left their email. Is their last name on the email? Yes, we are very good at stalking in this real estate business. Anybody with me on this one? So you want to really go back and then you want to find out what is their exact address. Why would you want to do that? Because you can send them a personal note card saying, thank you so much for coming over to your neighbor's open house. Again, I love when neighbors like you stop in because you probably know the perfect person that would make, a great addition to this awesome neighborhood. If you do have somebody in mind, feel free to reach out. And if you ever need anything in real estate, please make sure to contact me, right? You have so many ways then to get back to that person. Now, if they have a phone number, I could also start like texting them something like, hey, we just had a price reduction on 123 Main Street. I would love for you to tell your friend that was interested that this home now just got way more affordable. You can communicate with them however they prefer. Okay, so that one is HomeSnap. Check out HomeSnap. Yes, there is data on there. The next one we use for our tax records, Remine. Remine is the tax portal that we use for a lot of things. And guess what? If I know that they are living on this street and their name is Tom or Thomas or whatever, I can plug those data points in there and the system will pull up a lot of the matches. Now, you'd be surprised how easy it can become to find somebody. So I have still, my husband is not good with names. So he will go and, he's a contractor, so he will go and bid a job. And then once he gets it, he writes up a contract and he will have it where he's like, hey, can you look up their name for me? Because all he has is a data point, which is their address, for example, and their first name. Kind of got to need a full name on a contract, right? So rather than just him going back to the client saying, I'm sorry, what's your last name again? We fill in his data points with Remine most often. So yes, fun fact here. So that was number 2 on the free resources. Number 3, your title company. Yes, we all work with title companies to make sure the house was not acquired at the illegal gambling table in Vegas, right? So if you have your title company rep, reach out to them, ask them, hey, I'm trying to figure out, where this person is located or how is the best way to reach out. They have a lot of data that they pull and they might be able to actually help you on that one. All right. So those are our 3 free resources. We got HomeSnap, we got Remind, and we have your title company. Now, was this helpful? Let me know in the comments. And remember, you don't have to write them all down. You don't have to remember all of it. If you're in your car, just drop down resource in the chat below and we will circle back and we'll get you all that stuff sent. So then let's talk about the paid resources, because yes, you can sometimes just get better data with a free resource or with a paid resource. Sometimes it's worth to spend money. So for those of you guys that are saying, you know what, rather than looking for everything, I rather want the easy button, you may want to consider a paid resource. My number one paid resource that I think is out there is probably Forewarn. Forewarn is Forewarn, Forewarn. It is actually a safety mechanism, okay? It is there for real estate agents to be protected. Yet again, shout out to our board that I'm in because they provide so many tools that really can help. So Forewarn has so much stuff in there. So I can look somebody up based on their phone number. Oh, you didn't want to give me a last name? That's okay. I'm going to plug in your phone number. I'm going to find it out anyhow, right? So it's crazy how much data is out there. And once you know where to look, you're going to be blown away how much data is really out there, how much data on you is really out there, okay? So I mean, it's really not that difficult to find info on somebody. Yes, Rebecca says, love Forewarn. I am with you. Forewarn is amazing. I actually lost my Forewarn password, so I'm trying to get in because it's just that good. But yeah, you got Forewarn and you can plug in a name and it'll spit out an email. It spits out the car they're driving, guys. It will tell you what car they're driving. So if you're wondering, do my clients have a certain style of car that they like, you can find out pretty easily. So then you have a way to do that by phone number. Now, what if you got an email? Same system. Plug in the email and then you will get to that person. What about a name? You can use a name. You can use an address. Okay. Oh, I'm right across the street. It's like, okay, plug it in. There's this person. So you have so many cool ways. And if you haven't checked out Forewarn, just check it out in general. I can't tell you how much it is. I don't know. But it's one of those systems that's a great one for safety features as well. So would definitely recommend checking into that just for the safety aspect of it. It will literally tell you how many felonies somebody have. So if you are about to meet somebody and that person has 13 felonies and just got released out of prison, it will tell you. So that's just how cool it is. All right, now we got Cole Resource, the paid resource number 2. Cole Resource. It's COLE and then resource. RESOURC, right? Okay, Cole Resource. So no crazy spelling on that one. Cole Resource is a great way for you to also fill in missing data. They actually have a couple of tools that you can use to fill in missing data, which personally I like having different options. And I always wonder, where's the data coming from, right? And those little warranty cards, for example, that you send in, they most often have a disclaimer saying that their info will be shared with third-party companies that might contact you. You're like, oh, great, right? So yes, if you fill out a fridge warranty card, you just landed on somebody's list. So that is an interesting way for list building. So Forewarn and Cole Resource being 2 of them. Now, there is a third one that I just stumbled upon. I haven't really used it a ton or looked at it. Again, paid feature, and I like free stuff, so I try to make do with my free stuff first. But that one is Genie, and it's thegenie.ai. Thegenie.ai is, again, let me see if I can pull it up. It's a very cool system that you can use, again, paid, so why not, let's look at it together, actually. That will fill in missing data points. So let me load it. Was this helpful so far? Let me know if you have gotten value out of this one. Let's see. Awesome. Okay. So thegenie.ai is another one that you can use to, it's not loading. Oh, well, it's another one that you can utilize. So again, we have them all written out. So make sure you comment resource below. I know we had a ton of people over the weekend already comment resource just so they have it. So we'll go through those as well. And I hope it was helpful. So make sure that if you get a lead, you try and get as many data points as possible from social media all the way to email marketing. You have text message marketing, calls, mailing. The more ways you have to contact them, the better for you. So you want to really make sure you have as much there as you can. And then, yes, call resource is something that our company has given agents access to. So if you are with Coldwell Banker, you do have it. So, all right. If you don't have it, by the way, you can get it. It is not exclusive. It is just a company tool out there, which is why it's on the list. So awesome. I hope this was helpful. Happy Monday. Go and be amazing and make sure you fill in those missing data points in your CRM. Oh, real quick before I forget, we do have a special open house masterclass training that I'm teaming up with 2 other trainers in the industry. It is going to be absolutely free for you to attend, so you can have massive breakthroughs just like the ones you are receiving today. Okay, so I will talk to all of you guys later. And if you need the link for the masterclass, just make sure you'll send me a DM or drop an open house masterclass and we'll get you connected on that. So happy Monday, everybody. Bye.